Finals fever has arrived in Adelaide. The sense of anticipation is great for this elimination final between Adelaide United, the home side here at Coopers Stadium, and the Central Coast Mariners. These are the two form sides in the Isuzu UTE A-League men's competition. And let's have a look at Carl Weert's Adelaide side. Joe Gauci sent off in a match between these two sides earlier this season is between the posts. Mikael Jakobsen, the Danish veteran defender, returns after 2 months on the sidelines with various muscle injuries. He is alongside the youngster Alexander Popovic in the center of defense. And up front, Kusini Yengi and Hiroshi Ibusuki, the Japan striker, will be the two-pronged attack for Carl Weert's side. A 4-4-2 formation for the home team. Well, the Spaniard Isaias won the league scoring in the grand final back in 2016. He and Craig Goodwin, the only two Adelaide players to have survived that victory 6 years ago. For the Central Coast Mariners and Nick Montgomery's side, one change from the team that defeated Newcastle 2-0 on the final day of the season. And that is the left back Jacob Farrell, returning to just take the average age of that central defence and defensive line down another few years. Miller, Windus, Rolls and Farrell, one of the youngest defensive lines seen in A-League history. There's a different story up front where the experience of Marcos Ureña, coupled with the virulent Jason Cummings up front, and the Frenchman Benny Nkololo have been finding plenty of joy in front of goal this season. The countdown is on the big screen in this match that has so many exciting matchups. And it's Adelaide, the home side, looking to overturn the record books with an early ball forward for Yengi, who's kept it in play. The cross in, Ibusuki so good in the air. Kitto joining the attack with Goodwin. Kitto going again. And it's a bit nervy at the back in the opening seconds of this match for the Central Coast Mariners. The Mariners, who have met Adelaide twice before in finals football, Daniel McBreen. And it's the Mariners that have won both of them, including their only ever finals victory outside of New South Wales. It was here back in 2006 by a 0-0.
Well, good afternoon, Robbie, and all our viewers out there. It's a great start from Adelaide United. As we spoke about in the pre-game, two of the most informed teams, 5 wins in a row, goals for fun, not conceding either. And there's always a great atmosphere at Coopers Stadium. Wonderful place for football. And it's all or nothing for these two teams.
The foul by Juande, setting the tone. Adelaide come into this match with the worst disciplinary record in the competition. The most fouls against the Mariners, who have the best. Read into that what you will. It could be a bruising evening for the men in yellow and blue. Talk about intriguing matchups. The battle of the goalkeepers as well between Joe Gauci and Mark Birighitti. A rising star, an established star of the Australian custodians. Ball in near post towards Ureña. Back post, it's still there now. The referee had a good look at it, as it's the latest off the academy line in Cameron Windust, who fell rather theatrically at the back post.
And he just felt a little touch behind him, didn't he? And went down a little too easily.
Ryan Kitto with a good cutback, and Lockie Brook, he still cannot get that first goal since returning to the A-League men's competition. And that was a very presentable chance.
Well, that was a great opportunity to open the scoring early in the match. And as we've seen so often this season, the opportunity coming down Adelaide's left-hand side. Just can't seem to find that goal-scoring touch, Lockie Brook. As you see here, it's a wonderful cutback to a really good area. He has to do better there, has to hit the target.
Well, we've seen this season it takes something special to beat Mark Bittergiddy, but you have to hit the target to make him work. He really would have been scrambling. Goddard, oh, he's done well. Finding space for Nkololo again. It's opened up for the Frenchman. Wide now for Cummings on that dangerous left foot. We've seen him score like that this season. That one a little bit too far out.
It was a little bit too telegraphed for Gauci. Didn't have real whip on it either.
That's a good ball from Yengi. Ibasuki gets it back to him. Lovely pace on the pass for Brook against Farrell. Brook on the left foot. That had a bit more whip about it, didn't it?
Well, this opening 10 minutes has started fantastically well. We've seen both teams with opportunities at each end. Real open flowing game. So Brook comes in on that favoured left foot. Again, just can't get the bend. Giddy sees it just fade past the post. But both teams looking to go quickly when they win that ball, exploit the disorganised defence.
Sayas. Brook again. He's getting involved after that early chance, and it's Yengi. Well, there's no lack of confidence in both sides, prepared to shoot on sight. As here's Nkololo again. Turning inside on the left foot, ball to the back post, palmed out by Gauci. And again, Macca, you mentioned in the pre-game show, it's unorthodox. It's not what you expect, but Nkololo is dangerous every time.
Yeah, it is, and that's almost reminiscent of a goal earlier in the season where he played it across, goalkeeper unsighted through bodies, and it just drifted into that far corner. This time, Gauci gets down and palms it away.
And it's Cy Goddard again to take. Again, ball bouncing and dipping around on the volley, back in from Ballard. Now Cummings. His cross, good ball in again towards Windust. Kept alive by Rolls. Urenya towards Windust again. Adelaide defending. Miller into the box. They have to be careful here. Miller against Kitto. Oh, and he was looking for Nkololo, but he only found Javi Lopez. And it's been after a bright start from Adelaide, mostly on the counter. The Mariners are starting to just show a bit of control in this one.
Yeah, they are. A little bit of sustained pressure. Some good runs in behind from Urenya and Nkololo.
Ibasuki. That's where he is so good, coming into that deeper role. And spraying the ball wide. Now Brook taking on Farrell. Inside and out, well defended. Well, we know he's a favourite of Nick Montgomery, the young left back.
And I'm sure they've done their research. They'll know that Lucky Brook, although he can go on his right, 9 times out of 10 will come back onto that left foot. Sometimes you can let the player overcompensate, let them go on their right. If you have to cover them, well, you do, but you're banking on them coming back. That's something that Lockie Brook just has to mix up a little bit more in his game.
Oh, the ball has made it all the way through to Goodwin, who scored! Well, the initial pass did not find the intended target, but a mix-up at the back. It's the youngster Popovic with the assist. He can't quite believe it. And Craig Goodwin takes his scoring feat to double figures, number 10 of the season for him.
Cometh the man, cometh the hour. He's done it time and time again throughout this season. And as you say, the ball wasn't intended to go there. The Harvey Norman replay shows that man, whenever he gets a chance, you can put your house on it. Craig Goodwin puts it away, 1-0 to Adelaide.
Well, the Mariners with it all to do now. Adelaide, the home side with the crowd behind them, have the lead at Coopers Stadium. The first goal in finals, we saw it yesterday, Macca, is always so important. And That's almost the immediate reply from Marcos Ureña.
And that's what Nick Montgomery will want to see. Some kind of reaction. The goal really came out of nothing, didn't it? It was Popovic who tried to play the ball forward. It was Cameron Windus just got deceived by the flight of the ball.
Here is Kitto. It was a nice ball in just moments ago for Yengi. Here's Juande with his compatriot. He was pointing down the wing for Lockie Brook. He's been doing an awful lot of running, unrequited running most of the time for Lockie Brook. Little 1-2 with Kitto, but it was a little too obvious, and Miller again. Sayas, the cross in for Brook. Farrell's header away. Javi Lopez, lovely technique. He's scored some great goals this season. Was looking for number 4. Stoppage time. Kitto, oh, he was looking the little square ball. Juande gets there. All the way back with Jakobsen. Sayas settles things all the way back to Gauci, trying to tease out the Mariners as well. The ball coming to a dead halt in that wind. Goodwin. Well, he can't get away from Lewis Miller. He'll follow him into the wrong sheds if he's not careful at half-time. Javi Lopez. Trying to, in the end, win the corner. He'll have to settle for a throw.
Stood up, didn't commit himself.
It's not going to be a long throw. That was the only option. 46 minutes of good football here at Cooper Stadium, and 1 goal to the man of the moment for the Reds, Craig Goodwin. There's still 45 minutes to go, though, perhaps more. Half-time at Coopers. Adelaide 1, Mariners 0. And it's the visitors that get this second half underway. The late afternoon sunshine at the backs of the Adelaide United Reds, who lead by 1-0 and may have an early start. And Cassini Yengi's touch is heavy, Daniel McBreen. It was almost the perfect start.
Well, it was, and it's how they started the first half as well. Just an early entry into the Mariners box. I thought he could have taken that on the first occasion, their first time. Just have a strike, first few seconds of the second half. But as you say, it's all or nothing, and Nick Montgomery isn't going to wait around as he introduces Aaron Quoll into the fray at half-time.
Ballard, fortunate touch. Steele, good ball, first time for Cummings. Again, yellow shirts forward as Cummings. He's done this time and time again this season. That's how he likes to play. He provokes the opposition defence and he draws the contact, draws the foul from Juande.
Well, as he came inside, one day he's disappointed with himself. He's punching the ground. He knew he'd been sucked into that one.
From outside the box, Nkololo as well. And it is Nkololo. He got it low around the wall, but straight at Joe Gauci. Yengi was in an offside position. He knew it, I think.
Gave himself up there, didn't he?
"35 minutes left for the Mariners in regulation time. Is it 35 minutes left this season? For that not to be the case, as Max Ballard goes on the charge and finds Cummings. This is the moment! The equaliser! Well, the flag goes up, but I'm not sure he's offside. It's going to get checked. That was very, very tight, and I think that flag's only gone up as a matter of process.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. Not too sure on that one.
Well, they are checking, but by all accounts they've checked and it's done. Flag up.
Well, that's a great defensive line, isn't it? As Max Ballard ran forward, look at the number of Adelaide players around him.
Kitto, no way past, good challenge. Ooh. Caught by Goodwin, and the referee is going to head into his pocket and pull out the yellow card for Craig Goodwin. So he joins his teammate Sayas, and opponents Farrell and Steele in the book. The ball in, and Kololo. Windust looking for Cummings, lurking at the back post. Miller, oh, brilliantly done. Miller still going, trying to bend it. And it flies high over the mark to the delight of the Red Army behind that goal. And as he hurt himself in the process.
Well, it was a wonderful feat there, wasn't it, to lose 2 defenders. And just here, I think he was in 2 minds. Do I look to bend it in, or do I try with the laces and just give it some power? And he chose the former.
When was the last time you saw Javi Lopez and Isaias sold a dummy like that?
I'm not too sure if he's okay.
Well, we've got players warming up on both benches. You can see there Storm Roux, so that could be a straight swap for Lewis Miller, who looks very disappointed. Josh Nisbet's preparing to come into the game as well. Blackwood and Bernardo. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Now the cross in towards Yengi, and Adelaide have their second goal. It's come at a moment when the Mariners have been on top, and once again the danger comes from the left, and it's Yengi justifying that substitution, and Adelaide have doubled their advantage. Kuseni Yengi with the goal. Have a look at it here.
Well, Adelaide United take full advantage of Lewis Miller off the park. And as we've seen again and again, Craig Goodwin with a pinpoint delivery, met perfectly by Kuseni Yengi in the middle, and he's been in trouble all day.
It's very much all or nothing for the Mariners. Ibusuki makes way, so does Lockie Brook. Double changes for both sides. Blackwood and Bernardo coming into the game. It's like for like. Blackwood for Ibusuki up front. Bernardo on the right for Lockie Brook. Nisbet's replaced Steele in the middle of the park. And Nikolai Muller has come on for Marco Urena. Javi Lopez. Ballard looks up, finds Cummings. Appealing for offside. Play continues. Nisbet. Well, if the Mariners can do this, it is going to be historic. Adelaide not necessarily well versed in being in this position this season, leading comfortably, at least on the scoreboard, by 2-0. And Kololo bending it, palmed away by Gauchi. Farrell keeps it alive with Qual. It's a good ball and a good run from Ballard. Lovely turn. Ballard across the face of goal. And Storm Roux has the Mariners back in the game. 2-1, 20 minutes left to play. Game on. Muller, the 34-year-old, with Nisbet. Was at Western Sydney Wanderers last season. Muller, a couple of goals to his name this term. As here's Nkololo into the area. The cutback for Farrell. What a challenge. You talk about the desperation at the other end. One day making runs into the box. He's got Bernardo in support. Hyundai wins it back. Good ball forward for Bernardo against Farrell into the area. Good challenge.
That's great defending from Farrell again.
Goodwin again gets the ball back in. Yengi going for the impossible. Mind you, we've seen the impossible a couple of times this season. Goodwin's ball, back post. Blackwood did well to win the header, using his body well. Another corner.
It's a great sustained pressure as we see Yengi trying to do the scorpion kick. Adelaide turning the screw a little now.
Ball in, curling around. It's in the back of the net. Free kick. The crowd rise as one. Birigidi was bundled into the net by Alex Popovic. Dorigo can't get past Nisbet, but the omnipresent Isaias is there, and that's a fantastic weighted pass for Bernardo. Blackwood wants it. Bernardo still going. Oh, he's wrong-footed Birigidi. And the 18-year-old, whose dad was a legend at Adelaide United, has secured them surely safe passage to the semi-finals. They'll be back here on Wednesday night at Cooper Stadium. It's 3-1.
Well, they've soaked up all the pressure that the Mariners have brought onto them.
What a night for Carl Beard. They've had a tough season as well, Adelaide, and it's not finished yet. Carl Beard celebrates on the sidelines. The Reds go marching on. Storm Roos goal, nothing but a consolation in the end for a brave Mariners outfit. It's all over at Coopers, but we'll be back here on Wednesday for the semi-finals, home and away against Melbourne City. It's finished here at Coopers Stadium. Adelaide United 3, Central Coast Mariners 1.